Hello. I have been following the journey of Korean humanitarian aid team and met up with those rescue workers from different countries, including Taiwan, China, France, and more. Also, there were many workers from NGOs such as Red Cross and, of course, the United Nations Police Force and the U.S. military. They were in Port-au-Prince with only one goal to share, giving a helping hand to devastated earthquake victims.
Rescue teams and aid workers from around the world headed to Haiti after the massive earthquake ripped through the capital Port-au-Prince. With millions of people dead and injured by the strongest quake to hit the Caribbean nation in 200 years, a helping hand was in desperate need.
We need to continue as long as the population thinks there's hope. The first idea was actually to close by end of tomorrow, but that is definitely going to be extended.
A 35-member Korean humanitarian relief team consisting mainly of special rescue workers, doctors and nurses left Seoul for Haiti on Friday, January 15th and landed in the Dominican Republic after more than 25 hours in the air.
이쪽 IT 현장이 상당히 지금 아주 규모가 크고 아주 열악하다는 걸 좀 듣고 있습니다. 하지만 우리 한국 구조대는 우리나라 국민을 구조한다는 마음으로 순간순간 최선을 다할 것입니다.
Two sniffer dogs who did an excellent job in searching for bodies when an earthquake hit Wenchuan, China in 2008 were greeted by a very warm welcome in Haiti.
구조견들은 2년 동안 훈련을 받아가지고요. 생존자를 탐색할 수 있게끔 능력을 갖췄기 때문에 아주 뛰어나죠.
It took the team about 8 hours on the road before they finally arrived in Port-au-Prince. Their mission was to search through the rubble and save survivors, if there were any, and provide as much help as they can to those people in desperate need.
This guy here's the tap.
여기 앉았었는데.
All right, well, let's do it and get it done.
This place once was a luxury hotel, but we can hardly believe there was a building actually standing right here. The Korean rescue team is trying to save any people since this morning, for most cases, for people who already died.
The team drills, digs, and removes the rubble, searching and hoping to find anyone breathing.
한 5분에서 거의 한 7, 8분? 두들기고 계속 소리를 질렀는데 소리 들리는 거는 저 사람들. 밖에 이 소리라고.
The team could only see darkness and only hear deadly silence, but they persist in the hope, however slight, that they may still find someone.
이거 문이거든요, 출입문.
예, 출입문.
이쪽으로 사체 냄새가 진동을 한다고 지금 들어갔어요.
여기 밑에 있다는 거네.
The rescue team endlessly sifted through the rubble, and their effort was most welcomed by the Haitians, who need every help they can get.
We have a lot of cars in the parking, and we don't know yet how many people. And we don't know even if some people are still in life. So this is the critical part. So I'm very happy that you arrived at this time.
Sleeping on the ground and not being able to shower does not seem to bother these aid workers.
첫째적으로 우리보다 더 어려운 사람을 먼저 생각해야 하기 때문에 일단은 구조하는데
Over in the Haitian Community Hospital in Port-au-Prince, the wounded, some suffering from serious injuries, and many of whom that are suffering in tremendous physical and emotional pain, are laying on the ground outside the hospital due to a lack of space inside. This is the place where 3 Korean doctors and 3 Korean nurses joined the global aid effort. The hospital has never had anything close to this many patients at one time, and the doctors had no time to rest.
아무래도 여러 가지 위생 문제나 안전 문제 때문에 생활에 제약이 많았고요. 하지만 그쪽 주민들이 너무 따뜻하게 맞아주고 어린이들 같은 경우도 맑고 아픈데도 불구하고 저희가 도와준 걸 너무 고맙게 생각해서 아마 기쁘게 돌아갈 수 있을 것 같은데 가는 길은 참 멀 것 같다는 생각에 좀 걱정이 앞서긴 해요.
저희들이 IT에 들어갔을 때는 그래도 희망이 있을 거라고 생각을 해서 저희들이 갔습니다. 즉 무슨 말씀이냐 그러면 저희들은 한 사람에도 생존자가 있을 가능성이 높다고 생각을 해서 들어갔는데 현장에 들어가 보니까 건물들이 전부 다 도시 전체가 붕괴된 그런 입장이었습니다. 그래서 생존자를 구조 못한다는 데에 대한 어떤 자괴심.
Thanks to the international humanitarian aid, Port-au-Prince is slowly being cleaned up, but the destroyed buildings, the homeless, and the refugees trying to leave the country remain as evidence of the disaster. And the city is far from recovering from the monstrous quake, with continuous aid from around the globe still desperately needed.
Nari, I understand the Haitian government has ordered to shift the focus to supplying aid to survivors. Would this mean Haitians will see more Korean aid workers there?
Well, yes. Korean doctors and nurses are continuously entering Port-au-Prince, and also the Korean government is to send a 200-member peacekeeping operation troop to Haiti to help with the stabilization and rebuilding efforts.
I could see from the video that the Korean rescue workers were sleeping in tents. How about you, Nari?
Well, the Korean humanitarian aid team camped out in the lot, and most of Korean reporters slept in the tent they brought or inside a small shack. Well, I managed to spend the night in the car, but we all know Haitians are in a worse situation, homeless, no food and water, so I cannot complain.
How about the streets of Port-au-Prince? I mean, I heard that works are already underway to clean up the city, but what was it like when you first got there?
Well, when I arrived in Port-au-Prince, there was a strong sense of death filling the entire city. I did see one corpse laying on the street, and it was a little boy, maybe about 10 years old. I cannot fully describe how I felt when I saw him. The image is too strong, though, and I could only think that boy, too, had a life and a dream when he was alive, and it is just very sad to see how these people had to lose their lives in this horrible disaster.
Sad indeed. Now, all right, Nari, thank you for that report, and we'll be looking forward to your Haiti report, the third report, that is, right?
Yes, tomorrow.